All right. What is up, everybody? We are watching it live in person, the Script, Ohio, and it looks absolutely sublime. We've waited 11 years for it. It is the return of EA Sports' college football, and it is pretty darn glorious, and I cannot wait to get started on it. Probably just going to stay up all night playing after the sim is over. But wanted to share a first look here with you guys on the channel. So Kit and I are going to do just a real quick kind of 5-minute quarter rivalry game here. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing great. Excited for this. This is obviously a long time coming. We had been hoping for a return to the college ball in the on the platform setting, but here we have it. And what better than the Ohio State versus Michigan as an opportunity to get a quick glimpse at what this game brings us.
Absolutely. So Michigan will kick the football off. It's going to return by Ohio State. And man, I'm going to have to get back in the numbers. Oh, that's Lorenzo Styles, not Sonny Styles, but Lorenzo Styles returning the kick. All right. So we're going to try to not X through a bunch of things. We want to see what it looks like. The rivalry game, of course, reminding us what it is. I've heard there is an unlimited amount of superstars. So you can have superstars literally every position on the field. They try to do a quick little bubble screen to the left side to Carnell Tate. And he is dispossessed by the defender. Noon game here, of course, as it always is. Thought about going night game, but I was like, that wouldn't be realistic because they never play at any time other than noon. So Will Howard switching up the positions. There are going to be a couple of randos that you'll be like, wait a minute, because there are about 8 guys from Ohio State who opted out of the game. Most notably their left tackle Josh Simmons and JT Tuimoloau on the defensive side. So they'll just be rando guys in there playing for them, and you'll be like, who is that? So there is still that, and as far as I haven't played with it at all, but my understanding is that you can't even go in and like make those guys. Like it's not even going to let you edit the name. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Mason.
Howard fires over the middle. He's got the man. That's the freshman, Jeremiah Smith, the highest rated freshman in the game, and he's electric down the seam for a big first down.
Yeah, what a strike that was. An absolute bullet here off the back foot. Really kind of out of position, but still puts a nice ball on Smith nonetheless. And a nice big first down. First for the Buckeyes in this game, and they definitely needed it. It was 3rd and 14 there.
They're going with some tempo. Here's Travion Henderson. You saw they all ran up to the line. They're going with some tempo. There is up tempo, and then there's something called turbo, which is like mega fast. Some teams call it like the NASCAR package. So you'll be able to change tempos, which is pretty sweet. 6 yards run there for Travion Henderson. Of course, he and Quinshon Judkins like a 95 and a 93 overall rated together in the backfield. Here he is now. Judkins actually play action. Howard wide open over the middle. That's the tight end, G. Scott. And G. Scott Jr. from Kit's neck of the woods up in the Washington area. Started as a 5-star receiver, and they have been slowly transforming him into a monster tight end, and this is his year to take over for Cade Stover.
Yeah, very nice finding the space in the zone underneath and then working with it as well for Scott, finding some room to rumble, if you will.
Here's Travion. He'll go to the outside. That's not where the hole was, and the Michigan defense swarms, led by edge Derek Moore, a 6'3", 258-pound edge rusher. As a junior, Travion had the hole in the middle, just missed it. And if we're being honest, in real life, the one question mark, if you can call it, for this incredibly talented Ohio State team is that offensive line. Here's a quick throw again. G. Scott got near the first down. He does. Juke move for Scott. He's inside the 15. First down, Buckeyes.
Yep, Scott, a big part of this offensive game plan on the first drive, and finding him underneath has been productive for the Buckeyes.
You can see they continue to move quickly, not huddling at all. Howard barking out some signals. They'll run quickly. Here comes Judkins. First run for Quinshon Judkins that we've seen in the horseshoe, and he picks up a nice gain of 4 on that inside zone. A lot of the real pundits pretty excited to... Oh, interesting. They have the numbers, but they don't have the names of the guys.
That is interesting.
So they've got number 27 up there, but it doesn't say Eddie George.
No.
That isn't the things that they could get away with and the things they couldn't. Howard now in trouble, and he goes, ball's out. It's on the ground, and it's finally going to be picked up by Seth McLaughlin, the new center coming up from Alabama. That ball was on the ground for a long time. Look at it. It says, go Ohio, Ohio Stadium, go Ohio, go team, Ohio Stadium.
Yeah.
Under all of those retired numbers as junior Kenneth Grant gets in there.
Yeah, really interesting. Of course, all those guys pre-NIL, so they could only bring this game back once NIL was put in place, which is why we finally have it, thankfully. But all of those guys pre that era, so certainly wouldn't want to have to go individually sign contracts with all the guys with their numbers retired in various stadiums. That would be crazy.
Yep. Drag across the middle of G. Scott again. He's only going to pick up 3. Good tackle that time by the defensive back, Tyler McLaurin. And now looks like Ohio State may have to settle for a kick. But that was a long opening drive. Again, just 2 and 5 minute quarters here. Want to get a quick little introduction to the game for everyone. Jaden Fielding, junior kicker, in to boot this one away. But yes, very excited about it. And for many have asked, we will be doing an Ohio State Dynasty, and I will bring that to you live in the same way that we do with our Browns games. We'll see. Kit was asking some interesting questions as Buckeye Battle Cry plays in the background, whether or not that the Ohio State Marching Band will try to take royalty credits for that playing in the background. Fielding kicks this one away 3-0, so a chance to see this number 1 rated in the game Ohio State defense. And again, no JT Tuimoloau. There'll be some random guy playing right defensive end. And there's a look at Donovan Edwards. There's supposed to be like almost no repeats in the faces. They're using like AI generators so that there's like no, it's not just like here's the 8 dudes you can look like. Just pretty sweet. Here comes Edwards, first touch of the day, right into the middle, and the Buckeyes swarm. There were a lot of scarlet jerseys. Hey Wendell, welcome in. I'm sorry, Mr. Mason, Dwayne, and Mitchell. Good to have you guys on. Indeed, there was a whole bunch of Buckeyes there. Did not get the right number on the tackle. And much like exhibition modes of the past, we get the scoreboard shot. Now you can see the Stadium Pulse. Ohio State rated as the number 4 hardest place to play in the league. If we were the users, here's a wide open Mason Loveland, the tight end. If we were a user player, we'd have all kinds of issues looking at our play art, those kinds of things. Excuse me, Colston Loveland, 6'5", tight end, who is their best receiving weapon now at junior. Alex Orji is your new quarterback. No, I did not say something inappropriate. That's his name, O-R-J-I. Alex Orji is the heir apparent to J.J. McCarthy. 6'3", 236 junior out of Texas. They'll go stretch it right side. He runs into Denzel Burke and then thrown to the ground. Sonny Styles got there, and the new safety, Caleb Downs, number 2, comes flying in there. Highest rated safety in the game at a 95, and he comes shooting in from his safety spot to make the tackle, and that's the end of the first quarter with Ohio State leading 3-0. Just letting all these cutscenes play. You can see there a little bit of look at the statistics here. It's cool they have 2 broadcast teams in the game when you play without Kit Nagy on. So you get like Reese Davis and David Pollock and Jesse Palmer for like the regular games, and then you get Herbie and Fowler for like the big games, which is pretty cool. 3rd and 5 now as Donovan Edwards is stymied short. Oh yeah, Mesa, that video was crazy. I posted it in the Discord. I don't know if everybody got a chance to see it. The Browns have now posted it from their account as well. I don't know how to count the weights like that, but somebody said it's close to 600 pounds. So they'll dump it off and tackled in the middle of the field. Nice play there by Sonny Styles, moving down to linebacker, which I am a fan of because he is Micah Parsons, physically speaking, and was being wasted in the safety spot, in my opinion, and he makes a great tackle, and he will force a punt for the Wolverines. Punted away here. Waiting for it inside the 15 is Brandon Innes. now a sophomore receiver. I don't know if they redshirted him or not last year. He was number 1 receiving recruit a year ago, though, with Carnell Tate in that class. Now Will Howard out of the shotgun. Back to pass, setting up screen. It works to Quinshawn Judson. 15, 20, 25, and he's shoved out of bounds. Hey, a screen pass that worked.
Let's go. Hey, NCAA seems to have it figured out, even if Madden can't get it right. But a screenplay that works to perfection. That was actually really well executed. Nice blocking up front. None of the weird let people through, without hardly touching them. So your quarterback just takes an auto sack. I like seeing that.
Junkins on the outside zone there, looking for a place to bang cut, just nowhere to go. And he'll be shut down by Makari Page, defensive back. Big defensive back at 6'4". 2nd and 12 for the Buckeyes. They'll lose 2 at their own 26-yard line. Back to pass, Will Howard. Quick throw and dropped in space. That's the first touch attempt of the day for Emeka Egbuka. And Egbuka not able to bring that one in. We've got a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Buckeyes here. At least it has the national championship years correctly. But yeah, that's very interesting. Hopalong Cassidy wasn't going to give... It's like, dude's been dead for 50 years. What does he care? But I guess his family's like, nope, ain't happening. Howard in trouble. He'll spin. Late throw to Scott. He's way short. Tackled out of bounds. Come on, throw the flag.
Yeah, I think more likely
4th and 8, and Ohio State will punt.
I think more likely the developers just decided it was probably not worth the squeeze to try to go after all those names, because that would have been a lot. So they probably didn't even try.
Well, and again, it's not like there's 32 teams. You know what I mean? I think they've got all 117 Division I teams, like, with the realism, everybody's entrance, everybody's stadiums are, you know what I mean? Like, they went to that level of detail. So, yes, not putting up the retired names, probably they get a pass on that.
Yeah.
They'll stretch it right side to Donovan Edwards. Buckeyes are there, but a juke move from Edwards. Now he gets around Denzel Burton. Pressure coming, and he'll shove a man out of the way. Big run for Donovan Edwards. Again, one of the cover athletes, so you know he's going to be souped up. And that is the safety, Jalen McClain, a freshman. Number 18 in there right now, throws him out of bounds. I had to look that number up. I need to... Oh, nope, that's another rando. Nelson Jr., that is not a real player. Who is that? I didn't think there were any big-time defensive backs. Up the middle and thrown immediately to the ground by Ohio State. Yeah, I didn't see any defensive backs. Anyway, some other rando that's in there. Here comes Orji now. Surveying the field, drag route across the middle. Hit hard! That's Cody Simon, the middle linebacker, and he decked him. But enough yardage is going to be gained for the first down. Number 0, not on my Michigan Wolverine roster, so I cannot tell you who it was. And I apologize for that. So, pretty interesting. Again, if you haven't watched if you haven't watched any of the breakdown videos, it's going to be a super, super immersive game. They built Dynasty to be the most important thing, which we have been begging for in Madden for years.
Yes, we have.
There isn't like a Madden... I don't think there's even like an NCAA Ultimate Team kind of thing. They've got Road to Glory, where you make yourself or make a guy and get recruited and all that stuff. And you got to balance, like, going to class or you'll fail with like working out with, because they try to make it realistic as possible, as Loveland will get another first down now into the red zone for the Wolverines up to the 11-yard line. But the recruiting is super deep. There's 2 signing days. There's recruiting pipelines now. There's decommitments. There's like deal breakers. Like if you said you were promised a guy this and he doesn't do that, then he's going to go to the portal. Then there's the portal. Here comes Jack Sawyer, and he gets out of it. Orgy to the 10, and he'll slide down in front of Styles. But I thought Jack Sawyer was going to have the first sack of the day for the Buckeye defense. So it's really deep. And again, go ahead.
I was going to say, you should have had the first sack of the day. Just poor execution there. That was really, the old throw the shoulder in and not wrap up. Just not great technique on that attempted sack.
Short throw to Edwards, and looks like Ohio State's going to call a timeout. as we are down here inside the 5. Looks like they're at the 1 yard line with the first and goal. Oh, Michigan called timeout. Edwards up the middle, and he's untouched into the end zone. So the first touchdown of the game goes to Meat Chicken, and the Wolverines are into the end zone. But anyway, just to finish my thought, the play calling is like supposed to be super realistic. You can do like 12 different hot routes. You can change the length of the stems. You're like, I want you to run a post, but I want you to cut it at 5 yards. No, I mean 7 yards. No, I mean 12 yards. Like, there's really a certain like crazy level of detail with the customization of it. The new wear and tear feature, a lot of people I think are going to be interested to see. Like, dude gets kind of popped pretty hard, and like all of a sudden he'll have like a -5 break tackle effect for a quarter, or a couple play. What I mean? So like rotating guys is going to be really important. You can layer the ball in. There's like left stick throwing things, so you can be like, not only do you do touch pass or bullet pass, but you can be like, I want touch pass but to the back shoulder. So, and hopefully a lot of those things will translate into the sim as well. As we've talked about, it looks pretty clean to start with here, as this one goes way out of the back of the end zone. So with 35 seconds, Ohio State gets the ball. So I'm pretty pumped to play it. They're not paying me to say that. That's just me. And obviously pretty pumped to get our sim going. And as soon as I kind of figure out the inner workings of the Dynasty mode, we'll get that going. Buckeyes call their timeout 31 seconds after the 7-yard gain. Howard over the middle, caught again. G. Scott, he's been by far the best weapon. You can see there 5 catches, 48 yards. Let's get a little used to getting to seeing the bar at the bottom. Madden always has the bar of the stuff at the top. I'm used to not looking down. I'm used to looking up to seeing like where the ball is and what the down and distance is, as they're going to call timeout again. Will Howard going over 100 yards passing there with that 8-yard completion. Mason. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know not all Browns fans are also Buckeye fans like I am, so it'll be interesting to start to see your various collegiate allegiances, because I know Mason in particular is like, whatever, I don't care about Ohio State. Howard throws that one away. Long camera pan. So 3rd and 2. But no more timeouts for Ohio State, so they need to go to the sideline. Seth McLaughlin snaps it back. Will Howard. He'll fire deep. Left side. Single coverage. And it went out of bounds. That's weird. Not a great throw there from Howard.
I suppose the question is, it might be worth checking into, are the weird long pauses like that, are they skippable? Because they aren't in Madden.
True. That is very true. I could attempt to X through them, but yeah, you're right. Well, this is going to take us down to halftime. All right, that is it. For the first half, 7-3 Michigan. They're going to get the football to start the second half as well. Again, do appreciate everybody being on. Didn't even get to do all the normal talking, but Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports is the channel. Again, giving you our first look at college football 25 here. Just doing a quick 5-minute quarter sim. This is straight out of the box, sliders. I have it on the All-American setting. That's the 3rd of 4 levels of severity, like rookie, varsity, All-American, and then Heisman. So that's what I kind of had, and then everything's just 50 straight down the board on all of the other things. So, but we do appreciate you being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers, 1,100 plus. You guys have made this adventure lots of fun for us. We very much appreciate that. So here's the kickoff for the second half, and it's going to be returned by the mystery receiver number 0 to the 17-18 yard line. Stadium pulse is a buzzing here. Edwards up the middle, and Sonny Styles meets him. Third tackle of the day for Sonny Styles. That's fair, Mason. Not you don't like Ronnie Hickman though. Three tight ends and a fullback. They're going to run behind all the beef, and Ohio State is there. Covering up the run, Denzel Burke. 3rd and 4, and that's the real bell. That's the authentic Hell's Bells bell that they always play on 3rd down in the stadium. That's pretty cool. Oh, I was supposed to see if I could X through that one. He's okay. Mason says he's okay.
He was pretty darn good. I don't know, Mason.
Or undrafted rookie free agent. Here's Alex Orji now. 3rd and 4 over the middle. Wide open. Ohio State way too much cushion on the zone. And a first down completion from Orji to his receiver, Frederick Moore. Kit, another thing that's kind of cool about the defense is if you, I don't know when the last time you played Madden is, but you can show blitz or like go to like a base line, like try to fool them, like disguise your coverage.
Yeah.
You're familiar with this?
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that now in the defense, but it's more intentional and more football-y.
Huh.
So you can like call the play, but then say like, but show a cover 3 shell.
Nice.
Or show a cover 2 shell. Or show a cover 0 shell. So you can like try to confuse the quarterback, but like with real football stuff.
That's cool.
So it's pretty cool. So it kind of shows the different plays and how you can kind of try to outsmart your opponents in that capacity. So yeah, they did some things to try to make it a little bit more fun too when you're like playing against another person, so that it's not just an obvious like, oh, well that guy's running around over there, so I'll just throw it to the other side. Like you can like really, really quick switch to the guy who's getting targeted, stuff like that. So it should be pretty interesting to see how it all unfolds. Here's Edwards again, and he has had pretty easy running behind that big Michigan offensive line. Of course, one of their big pieces of it now wearing the brown and orange, and Zach Zinter, but Edwards up the middle. So 78, there's that random guy. He's taking JT Tuimoloau's spot. I don't know why they just don't have the second string guy in there. Like, what's wrong with Caden Curry or Kenyatta Jackson? Like, why have like a placeholder guy in there? That's weird.
That is weird.
I didn't make it. There's plenty of other good Buckeye defensive ends. I think they keep the rosters at like 75 or 80, so it's not like you're cutting down to a 53. Like you probably have like 12 defensive ends to choose from. Coming around in a reverse, and Ohio State is not fooled at all. There's that random safety again, Nelson Jr. Who is that? I haven't even looked at these rosters yet, guys, so I do apologize for some of these randos. I'll get them down, though, I promise. Don't you worry about it. I'll have them all memorized, just like the old days. Oh, it is. It's a real guy, Keenan Nelson Jr. He's a walk-on. There you go. He just doesn't have a number on the official Ohio State website, and there's the fake GT Tuimoloau with a sack. I wonder if he's rated. Tyler Bourne. There you go. Good old Tyler Bourne. Is that guy real too? No, he's not. He's not on the Ohio State roster. That's crazy. First sack of the day belongs to the fake guy replacing JTT. But it does force a punt. And almost blown. Did he know? Did he touch the punter? He like flew behind him. And Ennis is going to return it to the 22, but Malik Hartford, the safety, and on a 4th and 19, Ohio State bails them out. Ugh.
Yeah, I'd like to see the replay of that. Didn't look like he even hit him. I mean, he was behind him.
Donovan Edwards to the right side. Yeah, maybe it is Jason Bourne. Yes, Jason Bourne's brother. Jason Bourne would be a pretty good football player. Yeah, I don't know, kid. I can't really X through these. Hopefully Dynasty will be better. But I'll also try to go see how many, like... Ooh, Tyleek Williams does not fall for the option, and he absolutely buries Orgy for a loss. Just get out of my way. What a shed there of Gentry. And throws him to the ground.
Yeah, beautiful little swim move there on the inside. Just swats the hand away, rips underneath it, and then just really nice play to get home for a big sack.
Orgy left side wide open. Touchdown! The mystery receiver strikes again. And the dogs are barking for the wrong team. Morgan is the one into the end zone. And now Michigan doubling up the lead. Let's see if this guy's a real guy as well, just a wrong number. Or maybe his number isn't changed yet. And he got past Davis and Igbinosun. Igbinosun got burnt. Oh yeah, maybe it's Samaj Morgan, their sophomore receiver. Maybe he just is rocking number 0 now. He was rocking number 82 in spring ball. That's the roster that I'm looking at. And yeah, you're right, Wendell. That 4th and 19 roughing the punter turns into 7 points for the wrong team.
Yes, it did.
So here with 8 seconds left, again, we're only playing 5-minute quarters. So Ohio State running out of possessions here. I'm not going to break anything. This is just practice. This isn't our real sim season.
A demo.
A demo, yes. A demo indeed. No, and I mean, to be honest, if you're actually asking my opinion about, like, with the new college football playoff, which, oh, by the way, wide open over the middle, we will see. Is that G. Scott again?
It is.
Gosh, he's balling.
He's been great, yeah.
This game has the 12-team college football playoff in it, so we're actually going to probably see it in our, we'll see it. People will see it in their games before we'll see what it looks like in real life. But there is a potential now that Ohio State will play Michigan potentially 3 times in a season. And so the whole, the game and the rivalry, you could see an opportunity where, Ohio State actually doesn't need to win the game. They're going to be in the Big Ten Championship the next week against Michigan, regardless of who wins. That's what would have happened last year in the Big Ten. So maybe you rest all your guys. You know what I mean? It's going to lose all of its luster in terms of being the game and the greatest rivalry, because they may play them twice in 2 weeks and then, I don't know, another 3 weeks later in the college semifinal. Just could be crazy.
Yeah, Mason, that's been a trend ever since
First catch of the day, finally.
Ever since Brian Hartline got there to coach at Ohio State, he really turned around that wide receiver core for the Buckeyes, and he turns out some great products, man. They're super well polished by the time he's done with them.
Yeah, the latest Madden update, there's 6 guys, and it's we got next, the 6 new faces of the league, and right in the middle of it is CJ Stroud and Garrett Wilson. Okay. Pretty good advertisement. Nice catch there by Aguka as well. Buckeye leaves looking sharp. 69, he's the fake left tackle. There you go, in there for Josh Simmons. And that was a nice throw there by Howard. So he's kind of balling on this drive, but again, not a lot of time with just these 5-minute quarters. Well, yeah, the cupboard is full. I mean, they're top. Here's option keeper for Howard to the right side, but he can't stiff arm the linebacker, and he's going to go down. They're 5 deep are 5-star guys, too. So it's not even just Chris Olave was a 3-star guy who he turned into a number 1, first-round draft pick. But his MO is to get the 5-star kids and just keep them and make them great and make them humble and make them hungry and make them work really hard like Marvin Harrison and get paid. Howard. Hills take off up the middle. 10, 5. Howard slides instead of getting hit. And now a 3rd and goal at the 2, but the clock keeps running. And I cannot X through these scenes, so that's not fun. No, you're right, Mason. Yeah, the only way you're probably going to see one of those guys is through a trade. Now, Smith and Jigba went, 20? No, he went 11th. I thought he went 21st. Here's a touchdown. Carnell Tate, he's another 5-star kid, ready to ball out this year. He was a true freshman last year, and he does catch the touchdown in the corner, so Ohio State gets into the end zone. It is true sophomore 5-star card. I'll take. There's a really good catch animation, too. That's what Ohio State guys do. They catch it away from their body, really sure of where his feet are, and then brings that thing in. Very, very good-looking catch and catch animation there. Do we see an onside kick? We're going to see a 2-point conversion attempt first, actually. Get this thing to a field goal deficit. Howard claps, and now ball received. Right side, back of the end zone. Caught for the 2-pointer. What a throw. And what a catch. I didn't even get the number, but that was a sweet catch.
It was a sweet catch. Just dragging the toes inside. Tight coverage, but a better throw beats the coverage.
Looks like that was, I'm watching the replay here, looks like that was the freshman, Jeremiah Smith. All right, 2:33. Ohio State has all 3 timeouts. Orji deep over the middle, incomplete. That helps.
It does.
A lot of traffic, and that ball bobbled around.
Yeah, stops the clock and forces a 2nd and 10. Big play there.
So that little cheer that's playing is a cheer that they play in the stadium a lot. The da da ba 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 ba. That's interesting. Actually, brought in some of the pop songs that get played a lot. Play action Orji. Now he's in trouble and he's going to run right into the sack, and it's the fake guy again. Tyler Bourne balling out here today.
Jason's little brother came to play, let me tell you.
That's right. That's right. Start the conspiracies now. The Bourne identity gets his 2nd sack of the day.
Look at that form tackle, too. I love it. Bringing his hips through the tackle as his arms,
right.
Wraps him up. That's the way you do it, right there. Let that guy show you how to do it.
Like a young Simon Fraser out there.
That's right.
Did you play with Simon?
I did. I did. He was a year behind me. He was a good dude.
That's right. That's right. So he was on the state championship team, right?
He was, yes.
Up the middle, Edwards, a big gap, and he's going to get a first down on 3rd and 16. He could go all the way. Oh, no. 20-10-5. Touchdown. Donovan Edwards, 84 yards. Buckeyes sold out to stop him in the backfield, and that looked eerily similar to 2 years ago.
Yep.
With Donovan Edwards busted big, long, end-of-game, back-breaking runs against the Buckeyes.
That felt so painfully familiar right there.
And that was number 2, Caleb Downs, who missed him. Had an opportunity to tackle him, and then this is one of the things that they've tried to make a big deal about. The whole, breakaway speed thing is, there are lots of dudes in college, if they get past people, you ain't catching them. And Donovan Edwards is on that list. Sometimes I feel like unless they have such a huge gap that, you know what I mean? In Madden, it's almost like they always get caught. So, man, had him 3rd and long. Hadn't had to use a timeout yet. Donovan Edwards, the cover athlete for a reason, I guess. Everybody always talking about all the commercials and stuff have OSU dudes getting owned and stuff, and that's because the vice president of college football, the game for EA is a big Michigan grad, big Michigan alum. So there's always a little extra Ohio. Now clearly they're still the highest rated team in the game. They have the highest rated deep. They can't quite throw all the shade, but that one felt personal. Oh, they do call their first time out, 1:40 on the clock, but again, down 10. This is an uphill effort. If they do score, we might get to see an onside kick.
All the good news is they're within 10, so they'd only have to get within field goal range after an onside kick, should they be able to recover it.
That's true. That is true. Very, very true. Do appreciate everybody being on, guys. Thanks so much for staying up. Again, sorry I had some scheduled goofies this afternoon. But definitely wanted to make sure you got a chance to see what it looks like. And again, here, once I kind of get my feet wet and my bearings within the Dynasty mode and see how easy it would be. Again, one of the things that makes our Nagy on Sports experience so good even with Madden, is that I can control all of the teams and basically be the coach, the general manager for all of them. So any trade that happens, I have complete editability of all the rosters. That's our way we can go see other teams play. So obviously I know we have plenty of different college football fans here, not just Ohio State, but if we want to go pop in on, hey, let's go see what that Notre Dame Clemson game looks like. I don't know if I will be able to have the ability to do that, or do I have to go control all of those teams? And it's going to take me a little bit of time to play with. So we'll try to get something going here, excuse me, in the next couple weeks with our official Ohio State sim season. Now Howard will fire on the run. Found a man behind everybody. Henderson to the 20, but he will be tackled. Because there was a defenseman way, way deep that did not want to get burned that time. And a nice broken tackle by Henderson. Howard with a big drop over the middle and caught but tackled immediately. And the clock's going to keep running.
A lot of wasted clock right there, only now running to the line.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And he spiked it!
What?
What?
It took all that time just to spike it? Oh my
goodness, Madden, please take notes.
Take note, but
They're
do it
allowed
sooner.
To spike it? We've been calling for that for years in Madden.
We have been,
but they don't spike in the 2-minute drill, and he just did.
He did. I would like to see him do that after 4 seconds.
Took too long.
Yeah.
End zone touchdown. Igbuka's got it. So Will Howard let him right down the field to Emeka Igbuka. And he did get those toes down in the back of the end zone. Again, only need the 1 foot, of course, in college. Good look at it here from Will Howard's perspective. Igbuka wide open. He got both those in. That's a Sunday touchdown.
That's right. That's how they teach them.
Go ahead and go for the extra point here. So here is our opportunity to see an onside kick. Are we going to get a roughing? I don't really think that does anything except maybe a half the distance to the goal. Consider going for 2, and then the field goal wins it. No, I don't think you take your opportunity to tie away. They're going to decline it. Take the point. Yeah, if we didn't have to stare at the scoreboard for 20 seconds, they could have spiked it earlier. Not that it's going to matter here with the onside kick. From fielding, it bounces around. It's on the ground, and it's going to be scooped up by Michigan. Not the best of kicks.
No.
And that's going to be the way this one comes to a close. 25 seconds, they'll kneel down once. Ohio State. This is a new thing that they've added. Look how the clock just runs down. As soon as you kneel, it just soaks the rest of the clock away, which I think is kind of cool.
It doesn't burn a timeout needlessly like Madden does?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, or it just knew that it was perilous at that point. But yeah, but it doesn't just make you sit there and watch it tick all the way down, which is kind of cool. So, winner here of our 5-minute demo right out of the box. And yeah, player of the game, Donovan Edwards. No kidding. 2 touchdowns. He was 14 carries, 165 yards, and again, that 86-yarder that sealed it after Ohio State had brought it within 3, and there's the end of that touchdown run as he just beat everybody. So, oh, look, the Buckeyes still get together and sing Carmen, Ohio at the end. That's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Ohio, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Well, guys, this was a lot of fun. Again, thanks for your patience. Appreciate it. For those of you watching later, sorry if you were planning to join me earlier. That's fine. Okay, we can view the highlights. We can look at the stats. That's kind of fun. Wish that... Oh, okay, so that is the same kind of setup that Madden has as well. Let's see here on what these stats look like here real quick. Player stats, Will Howard today, 20 of 27, 259, 2 touchdowns. He played pretty well. He also led the team 3 carries. 2 for 3 for Henderson, 2 for 2 for Judkins. So a little work needed to be done on the running game for the Buckeyes. How about G. Scott, 6 for 76. Buka, 4 for 47. Carnell, 4. 2 for the rookie Tate. 2 for Henderson. And 2 for Judkins. So he spread it around kind of nicely in this one. leading tackler. Sonny Styles and Cody Simon, your 2 linebackers in their base 4-2-5. 1.5 sacks for Tyler Bourne, the senior out of Grafton, Wisconsin. 6'6", 260. Look, he's got like X Factor stuff. He's got pocket disruptor and takedown. He's got stuff. That's so funny. They're like, hey, let's put a guy in here who's not quite as good as JT Tuimoloau. That's so funny. Half sack for Tyleik Williams as well in this one. All right, guys. Again, this one was a lot of fun. Appreciate your patience. Tell all your friends. We'll be starting an Ohio State sim here pretty darn soon, and it should be a lot of fun. We're not going to stop doing our other sims, though. I promise. So enjoy the All-Star game if you are a Guardians fan, of course. And again, appreciate you joining Kit and I for this sim. Kit, anything else to wrap it up?
No, it's fun. Excited to see this. And it was, as advertised, I saw some things that Madden just hasn't figured out yet. So that was really nice to see. And hopefully Madden will take a few hints. Yeah, take notes, do some of those things. Would like to see more of that. So appreciated seeing it. It was a good time to get the little demo in.
Absolutely. Again, you can always subscribe to the channel, see all of these sims. Only place on YouTube where we're going to sim live sporting events with the live original commentary, as well as interacting with you guys, the faithful fans, in the chat. So we'll continue to do some Guardian sims over the end of this summer. And we got a Game 7. The Stanley Cup Game 7 sim will be coming up here probably tomorrow or the day after. That series has been fun to watch as well. And, of course, our beloved Browns about halfway through their 2024 sim season as well. All right, guys, for Kit out on the left coast, Phil here in Central Ohio, we are Nagy Sports. Really appreciate you being on. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your playing of this game if you're opening it up for the first time today like we are. So today we'll say go Michigan, go Buckeyes, and as always,
Go Browns!